inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Well, hello, everybody. Well, hello there. Sorry it took me a second to get on here to you guys, but I'm here now. So welcome in, everybody. Got a little turkey down there with his little wagon of pumpkins and gourds. I don't know. They offered it to us through StreamYard. I think StreamYard's trying to, I don't know, maybe make it worth a while. But, they charge us like $50 a month. So I think that they're trying to make it worthwhile. I don't know. They started with the chat on the screen, and then they had the Halloween stuff. Now they've got the turkeys. We've got backgrounds and everything. Look at this. We can even be pink. I kind of like this one, but then you can't see it unless I'm not on it. If I remove myself, I'll show you what it looks like without me. See, I'm covering it up. And I kind of like this one too, but you're covering up everything. Not on the cell. If you're like watching on your cell phone, that screen's fine. But welcome in, everybody. My light's not on back there. I was like, why does it look so dark? Let's turn that light on real quick and we'll get started. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome in, everybody. It is the 18th. It is Tuesday. It is November 18th. It is shopping. It's about shopping season, you know? I mean, it is shopping season for some. Has anyone started on their shopping? Has anyone finished their shopping? Better yet, you know? I'm going to put my chapstick on. I'm like running low on this and they don't sell it anymore. And the other stuff that I like is really expensive. So I don't want to do that. But I like mint kind of like mint chapstick. So if you know where you can get some good mint chapstick, let your girl know. Let your girl know. But let's see who's all in the chat. We'll say hi to some people and then we'll get started. We're going to cover 4 different cases tonight in one. And then tomorrow, I think we're going to start the Brian Walsh case because he's going to be going on trial soon. So he did plead to 2 charges today, but not to the murder. So I think it'd be a good trial to watch. And I think Ashley would like it too because she keeps talking about it. And she keeps messaging me. I was like, I think Ashley wants me to cover this. Plus, it's a pretty good case. Hey, Ladybug, how you doing tonight? Hey, Casey. Thank you for hitting the like button when you come in. My name is Tanya, by the way. If you don't know who I am, you're like, who is this strange person? My name is Tanya or Titanium Built. It's nice to meet you guys. If you're watching on your cell phone and you want to go to the regular chat, you can hit the 3 dots and go to your, just hit save later. And then go to your save later videos and it'll be right there and you'll be in the regular chat. That's how most people do it anyway. Hey, Bree. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Tempest. It's good to see everybody. Princess was in here. She said she'd be back. Hey, Mary. I don't know where that is, but I'm here. Oh, you're central. Yes, you're central time. So it's actually a little bit earlier. It's only 8:30 there for you. Hey, Kitsy Cats. Hey, Laura. Hey, PKC. Thank you for hitting the like. I appreciate that. Hey, John. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. I won't have to put up my poll tonight. Have you hit the like button? Have you? It's good to see everybody in here. Did I say hi to you, Kathy? Well, she says she's back. Hey, Tracy. It's good to see everyone in the chat tonight. Hey, get to the ducking point. Oh, I know. There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on today, isn't there? And nobody went live today, it felt like. It felt like no one was live. Who'd you vote for, Mary Beth? I'm curious. Who are you wanting to win? Who do you want to win? And are you crazy about it? Like, are you like you're in it to win it? Because I think I would be like that. Hey, Ashley. Hey, baby girl. Hola. Parrots Beesman. Oh. Put that right here. Bees. Because the stuff that I used to use, it was in a wooden little container. And it's in my Amazon shopping cart right now. But guess 3 tubes of it for 3 tubes. I used to buy it where I worked. And it has it's minty. I'm just gonna tell you real quick. Minty, and it has like a sand almost to it, like feeling, but it feels so good. It feels like it's exfoliating your lips, but it's very gently while it's minty, while it's just chapstick. You can't tell when you're like looking at it, just looks like chapstick. It's the best I've ever had in my life. I'll have to tell you the name of it. And they stopped selling it where I used to work, so I couldn't get it there anymore. And it was like $7, I think, back then for one. And I thought that was like, I'm like, oh, that's a lot of money. It's pretty expensive. Well, then it was 3 for 17, something on like 17 or 18 on Amazon. And then I just checked and it went up to $29 for 3. That's almost $10 a chapstick. Hey, Cole. I'm like, that better last forever. Ashley, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. I'm not sure what screen you're on, so I'll hit them both a couple times. They go on both of the screens. Oh, well, we've got some breaking news on some cases. I'll tell you that right now. Hey, Lewis. I was like kind of surprised. Like, I was just going through all of them. Cram it or Mab. Oh, okay. I don't know who Mab is. But I know Cram It. Cram It would be good. Cram It's original, Okay, I think. Yeah, the yellow one. I'll have to check that out. I don't think I've ever had that one before. Yeah, Maribeth, I don't think she probably would care for it though. You know what I mean? So I think that, yeah, she's probably like happy that she's off. Peppermint sugar scrub. I could do that. I don't know. Where is she? Where is Ashley? Oh, Ashley, that's so sweet. This is a different Ashley. If everyone's wondering, they're thinking Ashley Higgins. We've had a subscriber. She's been with me since like one of my first streams, probably pretty much. And I don't know how she put up with me for so long, but she has. But I haven't seen her in here yet. But she'll probably swing in. I wanted to tell her that we're going to cover Brian. I want to cover Brian Walsh's. I want to cover the case tomorrow and see how it kind of goes from there. And if it goes pretty well, we'll do it. We'll cover the case. We covered it. Hey, Dreaming of Blue Skies. We covered it back when it happened, but then we kind of stopped because it kind of was like dormant for a while, and there's been stuff going on. So we'll cover it. So sorry if you hear my bracelet. I can always take it off. That's why I never wear bracelets ever, because you can usually hear them clicking on the desk, and I try not to do that to you guys. So I think I said hi to everybody. If I didn't say hi to you, I'm so sorry I missed you. My name is again Tanya or Titanium Built. Thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it so much. We're going to cover 4 different cases tonight. It's a little bit different than what we usually do. Every once in a while, we'll do multiple cases, but it's been a little while, so I figured we would do it again because there were updates on all the cases we were covering. But they're 4 separate but very serious cases. So, and as there's stuff that's currently developing in all of these as well. So I will be back with more updates. So, just make sure you're subscribed and you hit the bell icon. So 4 of the cases that we're going to cover tonight is Kata Scott from Philadelphia, Anna Kempner, Florida teenager, the one abroad, the cruise that they found on the cruise, David, the singer that's under investigation, and then Austin Drummond, Tennessee quadruple homicide murder suspect. So we will spend 10 12 minutes on each of them, and then we'll do I'll leave time for like a Q&A at the end or something like that. I think that'll be good. So first up is going to be Kata Scott. I have some notes I'm going to read through, and then I'm going to read through some articles with you guys and show you guys a video, if that sounds good to you guys. Let me see. You know what I should have done? I forgot to do this. I like to have pictures of them when I'm talking about them. Oh, this guy. Let's not show him. I'm just going to find a good picture of her. I really like this picture. It's very pretty. Okay. And I'll put a picture up for each person. And my goodness, this is hilarious. Behind me, I don't know if you can see this if I move. Hold on. I don't think you can. Okay, so I have a cat in the big dog bed, right? He took over one of the big dog beds. He just took over it. Well, Mia, my other dogs, decided she's going to be a little brat and not let Araya sit in the bed with her. So Araya's like in between the beds, sleeping. And Mia has the blanket now. Oh my gosh. If you could just see it, you could just see it now. Okay. So Kata Scott, let's go ahead and we'll get into it. I'm trying to see why are these all like different? Whoa, sorry guys. Oh my gosh, did these change? I'll be dang, they think they did. I think they did. Okay, well that's fine. It was just that's a new change. Okay, so Kata Scott is a 23-year-old woman from Philadelphia who disappeared after heading to work overnight at an overnight shift at a nursing home. Investigators, so basically she left around 9:50, told her mom goodbye, went to work. Coworker said that they saw her leave out the door, and she was not seen again for 2 weeks until they found her body. They found her body in a shallow grave behind a closed middle school in the city's East Germantown area. So there's some key, updates for this case. The medical examiner did rule her death a homicide. She was, I don't know if I can say that. She was, I'm just going to say it. She was shot in the head. I mean, there's no other way to really say that. So we found that out on our last live, and it was shocking then because I had read like all the articles, and then there was like this last article I had pulled up like last minute, and I was like, maybe I'll read this one too, but I thought it was going to say basically the same as the other articles, and it didn't. We found out how she died, and I went back to the transcript, and I was pretty shocked. I was very shocked. But the suspect in this case is 21-year-old Keon King from Delaware. He has been charged with murder and a range of other crimes. Investigators believe there may have been an accomplice, one or more person that helped moving the body and burying her. And they say that based on the video that they have and the conspiracy charges that he's been charged with. So some previously undisclosed messages before her disappearance, Kata had texted the suspect, like, kidnap me now, just kind of like, a weird kind of text that raised questions about like who they were to each other and about like the timeline in general. So in this case, so far, I'll give you guys this, and then I'll give you this question. I'll let you think about it, and then I'll come back. But what do you think the focus should be on in this case? Like, should it be the motive, like why she disappeared, or on how the body was disposed of? So think about that one for a minute. It's a pretty good question. So it says here, Kata was shot in the head. The ME says Scott was killed by gunshot wound to the head. The 23-year-old went missing shortly after arriving at work at the Terrace, an assisted living facility in Chestnut Hill, around 10 p.m. on October 4th. Her body was found 2 weeks later in a shallow grave behind the vacant Ada Lewis Middle School near the I'm trying that recreation center. I can't say that word. On Wednesday, officials announced her manner of death was ruled as homicide, and the suspect, 21-year-old Keon King, has been charged with murder. Now, I didn't see her death, like her autopsy. I don't know if that's out. Let's see if I can find it. They might not be releasing it yet because it's still under investigation. They could be saying that. So that could be why they haven't. Hey, Reba, have you seen the new iPhone pockets? They're pocket socks. Tell Reba about them, baby girl. I told him, I said, if anyone can make me one, it'd be you, Reba. So, as King was arraigned on the murder charge on Thursday and is being held without bail. Scott's date of death is listed as October 18th, 2025, the day her body was found. I don't know why they have that date and not the date that she was last seen at the nursing home or the assistant care facility that she worked at. But court documents filed on Wednesday revealed new details, including text messages. And I got those documents. I read those to you, including text messages between Scott and King on the day she went missing, including Scott texting, "Kidnap me again," to which the suspect allegedly replied, "Better be up to." And we had went through the messages between like everybody. There was a lot of messages. Investigators say the following night, King registered Toyota was at a nearby rec center on camera, with two people seen taking a large object consistent with a body out of the passenger side of another vehicle. So they rode there with her in the passenger side. Homicide detectives continue to pursue leads to identify King's possible accomplices. We haven't heard of any yet. When was this one dated? Did I put these in order? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, because they're all from the same news place. So, funeral plans announced for Kata Scott after Philadelphia woman's body found behind vacant school. And that's them. That's where they found her, was back near there. So it just says funeral plans are now set for Kata Scott. Police found the 23-year-old Philadelphia woman's body behind a vacant school. She had been missing for 2 weeks. The community has shown an outpouring of support since her disappearance, which is why her funeral will be open to the public. I think that's beautiful. I hope everybody that goes pays their respects, and yeah. It takes place Saturday at 10 a.m. at the Mount Airy Church of God in Christ on Ognotz Avenue in Philadelphia. Guests are asked to wear shades of pink. And that was November the 6th, so that should have already happened. I haven't seen anything though. I've seen this. So today, November 18th. I know she's 23, but I don't know. November 18th today, so she's 24. That's sad. Yeah, today would have been her 24th birthday. That's really sad. Okay, let's watch this video about what they're going to do, for her birthday. And her father's in this. I'm not sure if her mother is. I only got about halfway through, but her father was in it.
The family of Kata Scott honoring her life and legacy. They're transforming the pain of losing their daughter into a way to help others.
Yeah, today would have been Kata Scott's 24th birthday, but of course she was tragically murdered. Action News reporter Taronda Thomas live at Ada Lewis Middle School in East Mount Airy, where a memorial to Kata Scott has been growing for weeks. And Taronda, you spoke to...
Oh, sorry. I was trying to make this bigger for you guys. Like, it's so small. I don't know if this will be too big, but okay.
Scott's father today.
Oh, it's still small.
I did, Brian, and it is a hard day for the family. Still, they're turning their heartache into a way to help others. They've created a foundation in honor of Kata while still trying to make sense of this tragedy.
The middle of the night, thinking about her. Yeah, it's been tough.
Because Kevin Scott is missing his heart, his daughter, Kata.
To be honest, I'm not good. Of course, my daughter's not here anymore.
Missing her every day, but especially today, what would have been Kata's 24th birthday.
Coincidentally, she shares the same birthday as her mom.
Kata's family created what could be considered a gift for her
Oh my
birthday.
goodness. What a good birthday gift for her mom. You know what I mean? Like, wow. And they could celebrate it together. That's so sad.
Foundation in Kata's name.
It seemed appropriate to try to launch it on her birthday.
The Kata Scott Foundation will provide scholarships, grants, and mentors for girls who have the same type of positivity and ambition Kata had before she became the victim of a heinous crime. Scott went missing on October 4th after going to her job at an assisted living facility. 2 weeks later, investigators found her body at an abandoned school. The story created an outpouring of support from the community.
For some reason, my daughter's story connected with a lot of people, and I do appreciate that.
Kevin Scott now wants to grow the legacy his daughter started, one based on creativity, ambition, and kindness. All words written on these hoodies that Kevin Scott designed, making each one by hand.
Actually, it's like a positive distraction right now.
Proceeds from the hoodies go to the Kata Scott Foundation, which is looking to partner with other groups to provide scholarships in areas Kata loved, like fashion and entrepreneurship.
We want to provide that if possible, what Kata would have deserved if she was still here.
This father finding a way to make a difference by helping girls live the dreams of his daughter.
Hopefully we can make a positive impact with some women in Philadelphia.
Kata's father says the family is now focused on getting justice for Kata while still focusing on having a positive impact on this foundation. If you would like to find out more about the Kata Scott Foundation, look for this story on our website, 6abc.com/links. In East Mount Airy, Taronda Thomas, Channel 6 Action News.
Such a wonderful way to honor her memory. Taronda, thank you.
Couldn't get it to stop. I'm like, can you stop? Yeah, and the holidays are coming up. And Laura, her and her mom probably celebrated their birthday every year together, right? Like, I would think so anyway. I would think that they at least did something special together, whether that was like breakfast in the morning or, doing something and having a dinner at night. But yeah, I mean, when you share the same birthday as like your mom, I would feel like you would kind of do something together almost. So. And sorry if Nightbot's out of control tonight. I thought I programmed him a little with the timers a little better. Like I programmed some of the timers out for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And all of a sudden he was like, psh, he was just like all in here. So let's go ahead and we're going to move on to the next. Actually, so the question I had before this was, do you guys think that they should focus, should the focus be on why she disappeared, or do you think how the body was disposed of? Motive or disposal? What do you guys think? I mean, they don't really have to prove motive. I would like to know who was with her or with him or with her that night. Keon King wasn't there by himself. He was with someone else. They didn't say if it was another guy, if it was a girl. We don't know. I'm sure that they know. I would think, but I don't know. They're still asking, who it is. They're not like going and arresting anybody. So maybe they can't see them very well on the camera. Maybe they had their hoods up, or, maybe they're wearing something over their like a mask or something over their face, or a face mask or anything, there's a lot of possibilities. I just want to know who it is, because I think that they need to be held accountable for what they did. They are just as guilty as Keon is. And so he better start singing. I mean, better start talking. Because I think that the more he talks, it's going to be better. Oh, well, okay. So the next story, we're going to cover our next case. So the parents of Kata had released a statement like a while back, and they said that they weren't going to speak until after the funeral. So I think that's why her dad came out too. Plus, it would have been her birthday, which is really sad. That's Vincent's computer. I'm going to talk on the phone really quick. Your computer made a noise. Is it okay? I said, is it okay? I don't know if it's like for work or something, you know what I mean? Like, and someone's like trying to get hold of them. I don't know. So I just want to make sure. Ooh. So the crazy thing is they buried her and they were there. The cops went there and they searched, right? So this is the thing. So, and I feel like it was a woman. I don't know why, but I kind of feel like it was a woman. But they went over to that middle school and they searched it, and they didn't find her. But they found her ID, and they found a that reddish or pink phone case, but no phone. So they left. They packed up and they left. Well, I guess somebody called in and was like, you guys need to go back out there. She's out there. And that's when they gave them more of a direction on where to look. And then they found her. So, yeah. And they had like cadets and stuff, but maybe they just didn't know really what to look for. I mean, she was just freshly buried, right? So, I mean, you would see amount of dirt. Like, it wouldn't be like grassland. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be like fresh grass or something there, right? Yeah, right, John. Yeah, second tip told him to go out there. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering if that, to me, that almost sounds like, I don't know, like, I could see a woman doing that. I mean, I could see a man doing that too, but I don't know. I just see a woman doing that. Like being like, maybe either feeling bad or like, I mean, maybe whoever helped him, right? Maybe there's a guy that helped him move the body. And maybe this guy, this is conspiracy Tanya right now. This is just me. I have no idea. But maybe this guy has like a wife or a girlfriend and she overheard what happened or knew what happened. Or maybe like, because maybe the boyfriend told her. And maybe she's the one that called and was like, you need to go back out there and search. I don't know. Maybe she knew that Keon wouldn't give up her boyfriend. They were looking right across at the what's it called? Arbitrarium. That's not what it's called, but that's what I keep wanting to call it. But they were right across the street. And then I do believe that they were over there as well, maybe, but they might not have went over to the school, but I thought they did. I know they had the cadets out there though, searching away. So the other day it was let's see, videos. It was just November 15th. So a few days ago. I did a video on Anna Kepner. Cruise ship deaths or cruise ship, mysteries. For some reason, I've always kind of been like really interested in that. And so when I heard about this case, I was like, oh my goodness, that sounds like, a really decent case to want to cover, because it was pretty, it was very interesting to me, just because it was like this girl, she's 18 years old. She's from Florida. She's found dead on a cruise ship. The Carnival Cruise, it was the Carnival Cruise Lines Horizon, while on vacation with her family. We didn't know at first who she was with, what was going on. We just knew that she was on the Carnival Cruise, and she died at like 11:17 or something in the morning. That was when they pronounced her dead, and that she was dead. They didn't tell anybody like how or when, or well, we knew when, but we didn't know how, or anybody that she was with, if she was with friends, if she was with family, or what, because she was 18, so we weren't sure. But her body was discovered on November 8th. She died on November 7th, according to the medical examiner. I haven't seen the autopsy report yet. I don't think that's out. But a new filing indicates that her minor stepbrother may face criminal charges in connection with her death. And we'll go over that. The FBI has taken over the investigation, which is per usual, because it's on a boat. And anytime, I guess, it's in the sky or on a boat, stuff like that, the FBI, they have jurisdiction on that stuff, which is good, which is really good. So they're working the case, and the details do still remain very limited, but we got a little bit more. So basically, I saw this today. I was like, what? So they found her, and we didn't know how they found her either. We just we didn't know anything. So they found her stuffed under the bed, under a bed. That's not where you go naturally. Naturally, like if you die of like maybe an OD, not with stuff on top of you like she was. So you let me know what you guys think, because this is crazy. The Florida high school cheerleader who died on the Carnival cruise ship was found by a maid. She was on this cruise with her family. Okay. Okay. I know she's 18, but if I was on a cruise with my family and they woke up and I was nowhere to be found, they would be calling my cell phone. Where are you? What are you doing? This cruise ship isn't just like, a little small yacht. It's like 15 stories tall or something like that. Like, I don't know how many, actually. I have to look it up, but it's huge. It's like a city upon a city upon a city. I don't know. She was so young just to be wandering out on the boat by herself. I feel like that's just me. I'd be like, I don't know. I'd be like, where's she at? And then the maid finds her. I don't know. It's really weird. I'm not saying anything about her family. I'm not saying her family did anything to her at all. I'm just saying that's just weird to me. Like, wouldn't you think that your family would be like, hey, where you be at? I mean, maybe my family just was helicopter parents, and they really weren't. But they'd be like, I don't know. We're on a cruise ship. We're in the middle of the water. Yeah, they'd be checking on me. But it says here, Anna Kempner, 18, was discovered dead in her cabin on November 7th while on a 6-day Caribbean cruise with her family on the Carnival Horizon. But frustratingly, few details have been released about her death, even to her family. However, 2 sources told the Daily Mail that the high schooler from Tutsville was wrapped in a blanket, covered in life jackets, and shoved underneath the bed when she was found dead. That ain't natural. Who's hiding her? Who is she sharing the room with? Right? I mean, I'm assuming she has brothers and sisters, said stepbrother, or step sibling. I'm sorry, step sibling. I don't think it verified, but it says Anna had told family members at dinner the night before that she was not feeling well and went back to her room, the sources said. But there was no sign of her the next morning when her family gathered for breakfast. Okay. Oh, there we go. Her family began frantically searching the massive ship. Oh, that's so sad. Which can hold nearly 4,000 passengers. But a maid discovered Anna's body when she went into her cabin to clean it around 11 a.m. So she was in there for like 17 minutes cleaning before she even found it. Because they said it at 11:17, I believe, was her pronounce of like the time of death. And that's why, that's why it was so, because we were wondering, right? Well, I was wondering why the death was so exact. Like, you know what I mean? It was just a weird time. It was exact time because the maid found her probably right at that time. After the grisly discovery, the ship changed course to the port of Miami, Florida. Look how big this thing is. Yeah, I was probably right when I said 15 stories. Like, look at that. No, in the middle of the ocean like that. No. You could not pay me enough money. Hey, Hoodie. Hey, Ash. Hey, there's Ashley Higgins. Yeah, like was she sharing like the cabin with her step sibling? That's the only thing I could think of, right? And then the parents are sharing one, maybe. But look how big that boat is out in the middle. There's nothing there. There's no land. That is nightmare fuel for me all day. Look at that boat. Does not look well. I don't care. It's probably a brand new ship. Nope. Look at it. Is that holding enough passengers? Those life floats, those boats right there. I don't think so. They ain't gonna be holding 4,000 people in them. Where's everybody else go? I feel like I'm looking at the Titanic. I can't do it. What are you doing? Oh, you want to sit on that bed, don't you? You want to move them over a little bit? Yeah, I'll move them over. Sorry, guys. There you go. Lay with them. Okay. There you go. Sorry about that. She wanted to lay. She wanted to lay in the bed. She's laying with the cat. It's so cute. They lay together. You love a cruise? Oh, no. Okay, so her and her stepbrother were sharing the room. Okay. I figured, but I wasn't sure. So then that makes me wonder why she wasn't feeling good, right? Did they bring something with them on the ship to take or do? I'm not saying they did. I'm just spitballing here. I'm just thinking because they're young. They're young kids. I don't know how old he is, but he's a juvenile. So I'm just wondering if like it was something like that, and then he like freaked out and he didn't know what to do. But you would think that you'd run and grab your parents. I mean, that's what I would do, but everyone is raised different, right? Like I was raised, come tell your parents, come tell us. If you tell us, you won't be in trouble. That was always the rule. If you tell us the truth, you won't be in trouble. See the Norwegian cruise, maybe for like, is that the one that goes towards Alaska? Or is it Norwegian cruise goes towards somewhere else? Where's the ones that goes towards Alaska? Those ones are beautiful cruise lines. They are. I mean, they're stunning views. I mean, I bet it's amazing. I bet it's an amazing time. I really do. For someone that's not terrified of the open water like I am. Oh, in Hawaii, it was relaxing. I bet that was relaxing. Everyone got seasick but me. It just scares me. But she loved it. She actually had her boating license and everything. It says the Miami-Dade County Medical Examiner lists Anna's time of death as 11:17 a.m. November 7th, but does not say how she died. The FBI is handling the case because Anna died in international waters, but has not provided details on how she died, her grieving father, Christopher Kempner, said last week. That's the last picture she took when she was on the ship. She's such a pretty girl. I have no idea what is going on right now. We are just trying to sit still and wait for answers, he told the Mail. Anna, known affectionately by her family as Anna Banana, was set to graduate from Temple Christian School in Tutsville, or Titusville, in May. The gymnast and cheerleader had just finished her test to join the military, her family said. Like, she had things to do, you know, and that's so sad. That's the saddest thing. Like, so young. I mean, 18 years old. I mean, it's just so young. And I think this is pretty much going to say the same thing, too. So, step sibling may face charges in Florida teen's death. So it says the FBI could be launching a criminal investigation related to the death of Anna Kempner. It says they obtained an emergency motion filed in an unrelated case connected to Kempner's stepmom, which indicates that the FBI could be launching a criminal investigation into one of the stepmom's children, potentially one of Kempner's step siblings. So that means there's more than one step sibling. So is there more than one person sleeping in that cabin with them, I wonder? Like, I wonder if there's more than two. Do you know what I mean? Like, how many kids are there? The respondent has been advised through discussions. Hey, what are you doing? The cat got up. With the FBI, investigators and her attorneys said a criminal case may be initiated against one of the minor children, reads the document. Wow. Like, that document does set, it says it. The respondent has been advised through discussions with FBI investigators and her attorney, so her mom has an attorney, that a criminal case may be initiated against one of the minor children. Wow. Okay. I don't know. The document does not name anyone specific nor details about the investigation, Kempner's death, nor the circumstances surrounding her death. It does indicate that all involved were on the cruise ship with Kempner. Hey, you're cool. You don't have to do that anymore. She's over here just going to town on that bed. It does indicate that all involved were on the cruise ship. The FBI has not confirmed or released any information related to Kempner's death, nor whether it's investigating her death, citing agency policy regarding active investigations. They reached out to the FBI. The emergency motion was filed in family court related to a separate case there. The motion filed on behalf of Kempner's stepmother asked for a continuance in that case, claiming she cannot testify at an upcoming hearing due to Kempner's death and citing the Fifth Amendment not to self-incriminate. So something with her stepmother? Or the kid. I don't know. It's something to where she doesn't want to self-incriminate. That she's pleading the Fifth. What's going on? I wonder what is going on. I wonder what the court case is about. I'm curious. I'm really curious to know. I mean, I'm a curious person. We'll let my cat out really quick. Sorry, guys. He's at the door. He's looking straight at that door like, you better let me out. He's going to go probably sleep on the couch. Right back. You want to go out there, Rocky? You ready to go out there? Okay. Here you go. See you later. You're not going, are you? You're gonna want to come right back in. You just stay in here. You just scratch your bed again. We know you, Araya. You'll go out there and then you'll want to come right back in here. We know Chewy. So Fox has learned that Anna Kempner died aboard the Carnival cruise at 11:17, which we already knew that. It says the cruise ship quickly returned to Port Miami in South Florida on Saturday. So I've heard that they have morgues on ships, like a spot for if people were to die. On a cruise ship, they have a place where they could store them. So, I mean, I'm sure that's why they turned around, though, is because they had her on the boat, and they probably, I guess they were close to Port Miami. I don't know if they would have went into another port. Like, I don't know where they'd be close to, but, if they were closer to, like, let's say, like, Texas or California, I don't know where the other ports are that take big boats like that. I just know Miami. But I don't know if they would be able to stop there or not. And she's from Florida, so I mean that's good too that they went to Miami. And then it just says where she graduated from. Her funeral was scheduled for November the 20th at a funeral home in her hometown, according to a public online posting. It says Anna was pure energy, bubbly, funny, outgoing, and completely herself. She never had a filter, and that was part of her charm, whether she was practicing new makeup looks, even if she had nowhere to go, making TikToks in front of the mirror, or blasting a perfectly curated playlist on the boat. Anna lived every day with her whole heart. She loved the sun, the water, boat days, island days, and the beach days. Anything that let her soak in the light she so easily radiated to others, reads her obituary. That's a good obituary. She attended several high schools. I don't know if it's still high school where she was a member of the varsity cheer team. I guess I could just have it tell me. Titusville. I guess I was right the first time. She then moved over to Astronaut High School before joining Temple Christian School. Wonder why she switched so many times. The Kempner family asked for privacy and respect during this difficult time and for everyone to remember Anna with laughter, colors, sunshine, and love because that's exactly how she lived her life. Oh. So, okay. I'm going to give you guys A, B, or C, and you put either A, B, or C in the chat, whichever you guys think. Okay. So, do you think Anna's death was A, accidental, like medical misadventure, something like that, like, something medical incident, something like that. B, foul play, or C, something else. And you can tell us what you think in the chat. Because I don't know what's the thing. This is crazy. So we got the stepbrother, the victim. Was anyone else in the room? Because they said she had step siblings. So I don't know if they may be older though, right? They may be in their 20s. I don't know. Everyone thinks B. Yeah, this is weird. The only thing I could think of with that would make it like an accidental would be if they brought something on the boat to take or to do together. I mean, 15, 18, that's a big that's an age difference to me, right? But I mean, maybe not so if that's not. I'm not even gonna lie. My brother, me and my brother used to, we used to hang out, and he's 9 years older than me, so we had a close relationship. So I can't really say but we didn't do drugs together or anything. I'm just saying we drank together though, but I mean, what if they brought something else? I don't, I can't say she doesn't look like the type because there's no type, but at the same time, it's she was doing all this stuff like military, getting her boating license, just doing all these things. Why would she mess that up? Right. There's no reason for her to do that, especially with her 15-year-old stepbrother. I can't get my mind around that. It would be, yeah. I've heard of people trying to what was it? They I don't know if it was a case or if it was where I heard this or if it was something I was watching, because I watch a lot of stuff about the water, even though I'm scared of it. But someone tried to bring something on a boat. Was it Amy Bradley? Did Amy Bradley and her brother bring something on the boat when they went out? Maybe it was Amy Bradley's case. I can't remember, but it was a case I was listening to, and they had brought something on the boat, I thought. I don't know if they got caught with it or not. Can't remember. I'll have to look into it. Oh, is Dawn in here? Hello, Dawn. There's Dawn. Hey for Fireflies, and welcome in, everybody. Yeah, she was stuffed under the bed, and they put stuff on top of her, like life jackets. I mean, who are you? How are you going to hide her? people are going to find her. And if let's say stepbrother, okay, let's just for giggles and shits and giggles, okay. Let's say this is the stepbrother and he was trying to hide her. He had to have been like freaking out when they all to leave and go looking for her, and he knows the maids are coming, right? I mean, you would think he would know the maids are coming. I would be freaking out. It's crazy. It could be. And I mean, they could have, but I do know that those cabin doors, every time you open them, they know who opens and shuts. Like they know the time and all that. So they're going to know when the door was open. They're not going to know though how many people came through the door. That's the only thing. It's just very complex case. But we will move on to the third case and I'll keep you updated on that case as well. So we're going to talk about singer David. So this is, high profile singer David. We all know who he is now. His real name is David Anthony Burke. Currently is under investigation in connection with the death of a teenage girl, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Said her name too quick. We just found out today. So, that he's a suspect, they're saying. I've seen it on like a bunch of different, I looked at a bunch of different like articles and they're all like saying they're looking at him. So we'll see. But on September 8th, 2025, a decomposed body was found in the front trunk of a Tesla called the Frunk. Her name was Celeste. The car was impounded in Los Angeles, and that's how they found her. This car was registered to singer David. The LAPD now identifies David as a suspect in the investigation. At the same time, investigators have not yet made an arrest, and the cause and manner of death still remains undetermined, deferred. They're still saying deferred on the paperwork. That we don't know much of anything, but they're investigating it. So if that's what they're doing, genuinely like doing that, then we can wait, right? We can wait on the evidence. So, private investigator, we all know who that is, claims that the emails forwarded to David's manager about Celeste to take her home were the possible connection there. So David had received apparently a note or a letter or email from his manager saying like, hey, the cops know that Celeste is here, pretty much, like make sure she gets home like right now. Go take her home. She was a young kid. He's an adult. Like, I mean, it's that simple. It's that simple. And also, I've said this since the beginning. Where's that other Celeste at? Remember the other Celeste? And I said they probably brought her in because she was 18. She looked 18 at least, or she was 18. To like try to be the Celeste that he was like dating or something, but we have not heard from this woman. We have not seen her. Is she a real person? Did we watch a bunch of AI videos or something? I don't even know at this point. It's crazy. What was I going to say? Oh, so basically after all of this happened, David canceled his tour dates. Major brands dropped him, like Hollister was one of them. And his label is, I think, dropped him at this point. I'm not completely sure on that, but I think they've at least stepped back anyway from him. We don't know the cause of death. We don't know what happened. We don't know if they were in a relationship. We don't know a lot of things. But it does seem like we're kind of getting some information on if she was dismembered or not. Like I'm reading a lot in these reports that she was dismembered. So remember in the beginning of this case, that's what we heard. Like we heard they found her body in the frunk and it was dismembered. That's what we heard. We didn't know if it was from like the heat or if it was from somebody actually like, doing this. Well, then it was kind of like not talked about for a while. And then now they're talking about it again. So I'm kind of still confused on that. I wish we'd get a straight answer on that. But it does say singer David has been identified as a suspect in the death of a 15-year-old girl who was found dead in a vehicle he owned in September. So it says, according to the Los Angeles Police Department, source with direct knowledge of the investigation. Okay. David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke, has not been charged with any crime. He has not been cooperative, the source told NBC Los Angeles. The teen most likely died in the spring, and David most likely had help dismembering and disposing of the body, the source said. So that's crazy. I mean, I don't know. Burke's lawyers did not immediately respond to a request for comment Tuesday evening. A spokesman for the singer said in September that he was fully cooperating with authorities. The remains of Celeste Rivas Hernandez were found September 8th in the trunk of a Tesla at a Los Angeles impound lot. The Tesla had been towed after having been parked for several weeks, so Miss Rivas Hernandez may have been deceased for several weeks before the discovery of her body. Police said September 29th. She was reported missing from Lake Elsinore, California last year. She was last seen April 5th, 2024. That's a lie, according to the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. Yeah, that's a lie, because we have her on video in like September, I believe it was, yelling at the neighbor. Remember? So that's what I don't get. That's the part I don't get. You say your daughter's missing, but then we see her on camera right in front of the house yelling at the neighbor. It's just... The cause and manner of her death were still deferred Tuesday, which indicates a determination is pending further investigation. A manner of someone's death includes whether it was a homicide or not. Weeks after the 15-year-old was found dead, police said that because a manner of death had not been determined, it remains unclear whether there is any criminal culpability beyond the concealment of her body. You can just chop up somebody and put them in a car. Can you do that? Can you dismember someone as that? And we're going to do that. We're going to look that up. In California. Yes, dismembering someone is a crime. Specifically a felony offense called mayhem. Yeah, it says it's California Penal Code Section 203, mayhem. That's crazy. It says a person who unlawfully and maliciously deprives a human being of a member of his or her body, disables, disfigures, or renders it useless is guilty of mayhem. Examples: disfiguring a person, disabling a body part. This is weird. Slitting a nose, ear, or lip, or permanently damaging an eye are all considered mayhem. Are you freaking kidding me? I don't think we have that in Ohio. I'll have to look that up. I've never heard of this before. I mean, I've heard of mayhem, like creating mayhem and like that, but I didn't know it was like an actual offense. So aggravated mayhem. It says this charge requires specific intent to dismember or disfigure the victim. Penalties: aggravated mayhem is a very serious felony with penalties including a life sentence in state prison with the possibility of parole, a fine up to $10,000, and formal felony probation. So yeah, they need to charge him with mayhem if he in fact has something to do with dismembering her body, and if in fact her body is dismembered. But everywhere I've read it today, it's also dismembered again. It's all back to dismembered. So it's very weird. Weeks after the 15-year-old was found dead, police said that because a manner of death had not been determined, I think I read that. So, yeah, criminal culpability was beyond the concealment of her body. What do you get? Like, oh, well, I spelled that wrong. Okay, let's see what it says. Take this off. It's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year in jail and or a fine of $1,000 to $10,000. Wow. It says the law applies to anyone knowing of an accidental death, performs an act that conceals the body, destroys evidence, or impedes the discovery of a body. What if it wasn't an accidental death? I mean, I guess that would be murder, right? I guess so. Yeah, that would be. The Robbery Homicide Division is thoroughly examining every aspect of this case to uncover the truth and seek justice for Celeste Rivas Hernandez and her family, the police department said on September 29th. We haven't heard anything since. David canceled the rest of his U.S. tour in September as the investigation was ongoing. Well, that's great. You know, that's great for him. He's hiding. He's either at his parents' house or at his house in Texas or wherever he maybe has another house, you know, that he could be shacked up at or with somebody, but you know. I'm glad you like it, Sam. We are pretty cool. Well, they are. I'm okay. I'm all right. But they're pretty cool. So that's what I have for singer Davald. Not a huge, you know, update, but they are saying he's a suspect now. So we're further into the game than we were yesterday, right? They weren't calling him that before. They weren't calling anybody a suspect. So at least he's suspected of something. I don't know if it's concealment. If she's been dismembered and they can prove it was with a tool, because like if you dismember a body with like a saw, right? There's going to be ridges, there's going to be marks on the bones that are going to show that can match up to the tool that it was, you know, it happened with. Now, if this was something where it happened because of the extreme heat and she like more like liquefied and got dismembered that way, I don't know if that can, I don't know if that can happen. Then, yeah, then maybe concealment of a body. Maybe they could be talking about that then. So mayhem can occur without death, it said. Yeah, it said like if like me, I have a prosthetic eye, like if somebody like permanently, if someone like permanently disfigures you or something, disfiguring a person, yeah, or disabling a body part, just even like that, and it says permanently damaging an eye. Is there the crime of mayhem in Ohio? Nope, we don't have it. It's called aggravated assault here. So, yeah, we don't have it. That's why I was like, I've never heard of that before. Okay. So, we went over that. Okay, now we're going to watch our favorite criminal, you know, Austin Drummond. I said our favorite criminal. He's accused of the brutal quadruple homicide in rural Tennessee. He is charged with or indicted for murdering 4 members of the same family, kidnapping and abandonment of the infant that they had that was found in the stranger's lawn. That's what caught my attention with this case was there's a baby in a yard and what's going on? Like literally, that's what it was. I think that he put that baby in that yard to get as far away from the bodies as possible, 45 minutes away with that baby. I think that's why I think he did it. But prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. And I hope that he gets it because we've seen Austin Drummond live in prison. He lives good in prison. Like he had a girlfriend. He had more food than most people have in their house. I mean, I'm talking like he had a lot of freaking ramen. He had a lot of them honey buns. He had so much. Then he could wear whatever he wanted. He had his gaming system. He had 2 cell phones. He had a gun. He had it all. He had it all. And he was in there for 10, 13 years. So he got used to that life. He was about that life. That was his life. He was in a gang. Gang, you know? I don't know who would ever want him in their gang to begin with. Is beyond me. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. He's a little dude though, he looks like, but yeah, that life is over for him now, yeah. Because his girlfriend got fired or whatever, and so he don't have that. I don't know if the gang's going to be there for him. I mean, they're all going to jail with him. So he's got a whole slew of people going with him. His attorney is seeking change of venue. Okay. Getting pretrial publicity in the local county. They always do that. He might get it. He has been moved, I heard, to a state prison facility ahead of the trial and for his behavior while jailed, the feces and all that stuff that he was doing. He be doing a lot. Okay. So we're going to watch this. It was his arraignment. They've got him in the bulletproof vest and everything. He's a small dude. Like, he looks pretty small. How tall do you think he is? 5'9"? 5'10"? I'm gonna show you a picture and then we'll rewind it back. But I don't know how tall his lawyers are, but he just looks like a small dude. Like, he pisses me off. He really does. Like, he really does. He's got a lot of nerve. I don't know. He hasn't been moved yet. I wonder why, I wonder what he thinks is going to happen to him. I wonder if he thinks I'm going to get the death penalty. I also wonder if he's going to ride this out or if he's going to try to take a plea deal. I personally think he's going to try to get a plea deal. He's going to try to get life in prison if they'll do it. If they'll do it. I think that I think that's what he's going to do. I personally think, because he's killed 4 people, he has to know he's not going to get away with it. I mean, your buddies are talking. I just think that, I just don't. But then maybe some people, they don't have that brain capacity and they do think they're going to be able to get away with it, right? They think they're going to be able to talk their way out of it. I don't know. Maybe he'll surprise me and he'll go to trial and he'll get on the stand. And he'll try to smooth talk everyone. It won't work, I don't think. But, it might. Actually, I think he's still with the girl. Isn't he still with? He's still with the girl. With the, I can't remember her name. Courtney's sister. I can't think of her name. The girlfriend. His girlfriend, I think he's still with her, because when we heard his last hearing, he was wanting to get phone communications with her. Caitlin, thank you, Ashley. Could not think of her name. Oh man, he's so weird. They're all so weird. Caitlin, if you're listening to this, which I don't think you would, because maybe you'll see his picture on the thumbnail and you'll click on here. How dumb do you got to be? Really? I mean, I don't care if it was Vincent himself. I'd be like, we'll talk after court, buddy. I don't trust you. I trust the judicial process, because he killed 4 people and they're trying to still talk to each other. And they're like, no, you guys are not allowed to talk to each other. And they're like, well, what if we go through this person to this person and we bring it back to her? And I'm like, that's still third party, but yeah. And his gang can't save him. No. Really? No one local will say where she stands? Oh. I bet she'd still be loving him. I don't know. You would know how I felt You would know. I would be at the courthouse screaming at him. I'd be like JLR. Why'd you do it? Really, I would. I would be wanting to know. Like I would have questions. But that's just me. Okay, let me rewind this back. Let me go about here. I think this is when they bring them in. We'll go back a little bit. Okay. This would be low. I hope not. Maybe for a minute. Oh, look at his attorneys coming in. Who's that guy? Or not him, but you know what I mean.
Afternoon, Mr. Drummond. If you'll just go to the podium there, sir.
They didn't even give him a brand new outfit like they did Koberger. That thing's been washed and dried 100,000 times, you know? That's how much he's worth. They're like, we're not going to put the nice lettering on, you know, and iron it out for you.
Today, counts 1, 2, 3, and 4 are for first-degree premeditated murder, each is a Class A felony. Count 5 is for especially aggravated kidnapping, a Class A felony. Count 6 is for possession of a weapon by a convicted felon, in this case a Class B felony. And count 7, 8, 9, and 10 are for 4 counts for employing a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony. Each of those is a Class C felony.
Good afternoon to you. Court has previously appointed.
Well, someone's sending him money because he's got whites. So, and in Ohio anyway, you have to buy your whites, like your socks, your undershirts, like, you know, the white undershirts and stuff. Like that's what we have in Ohio. They're white and they're called like whites, but you have to like buy them through commissary. So it looks like someone's giving him money.
Counsel for Mr. Drummond in this case.
Maybe. Unless someone just let him have them, you know.
Do you want the indictment read?
We waive full awaiting judge, enter plea of not guilty on all counts, and request a report to this matter.
Did he say don't even worry about that?
Just want to make sure, as you know, there are a couple of extra boxes we need to be sure we check there. Our counsel qualified, you qualified for lead role in death penalty case.
I am, Judge.
I feel reasonably certain that you're qualified for co-counsel role in death penalty case. I had put down an appointment order last week. Does that need any clarification at all? Okay. I don't know if I put in there for future references, if Mr. Drummond wants to waive personal appearance, I need a written waiver that is specific to the date of the appearance. I'm happy for him to be here each time, but also understand sometimes he may not want to do that.
Yes, sir.
Thinking about an appearance date on Tuesday, February 24.
Poor guy don't even got his commentary no more.
Hayward County set that date.
Okay,
I'm not sure. Right now,
Hey,
it's set.
Stinson.
okay. You want to go an extra month out? Or a month closer?
We go a month further out.
I wonder how much discovery they have for this case.
March 24, 9 o'clock.
That was,
Or for you.
Well, damn.
you did not.
Did I hear that right?
March 24, 9 o'clock.
Is fake Vincent in here?
At that date, what I'd like to do on that appearance is go ahead and set a motion date. I anticipate you all will be filing motions by that time. We'll set a motion date out there. Expert services requests, if you all, I mean, I know that you're going to get on that quickly. Email me the motion affidavit in an order, and I'll, you know, if I need to talk to you, I'll talk to you. Otherwise, I'll sign it and get you going there. as well. My preference would be to discuss venue sooner rather than later, because you'll need if that's going to be an issue, then we need to go ahead and address it on the front end.
We will be filing a motion for change.
Okay. Also, if you anticipate, and it's as early, if you anticipated your questionnaire, then I'd rather look at that sooner rather than later. I know that the state has a motion for a protective order in the discovery there, and I've talked with both of you very briefly, just, acknowledging that we need to deal with it. What's the defendant's position on the protective order?
We'll discuss it with our flying judge. I understand that we need to be here next Monday at 1 o'clock. If we cannot come to an agreement.
I have a sample or representative version of the order. I had asked my assistant to draft both directions,
Yes.
not anticipating which way we're going with it. But I have one that would serve as a protective order in there if you want to see it. If y'all are interested in it, I'll get it emailed to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Hayes, anything else we need to take up this afternoon? Mr. Tupman? All right, very good. Let's see. I think Mr. Drummond has an appearance is it Monday or Tuesday? Next Monday at 1 o'clock, and the other pending cases there.
Are we going to set this protective motion for that day, or do we need to wait?
Monday at 1 o'clock. Let's just go on and let's set it now. Yeah, let's set it now. If y'all reach an agreement, great. If you don't, then we'll go on and hear it next Monday and get it dealt with, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Well, damn, they didn't keep him long. I like how they shuffle him out. And we're able to look. Yes, that's it. These are the other inmates. And it just has this picture. Wow. Remember when they caught him? And remember the guy, what was his name? Not Manuel. Martinez? What was that guy's name? He was so adorable, but the guy that was working the construction and the guy that called it in, he called in the tip that ended up arresting Austin Drummond. And he didn't want it was like $50,000 reward or something. He didn't even want it. He was like, I don't want the money. I just did what any person should do. And somebody offered him a free recliner, like some furniture store. He was like, okay, I guess. And he took the recliner. He needed to get off his feet. He was a construction worker. I'm sure he was tired. But yeah, I mean, look at Austin. He looks tired too, doesn't he? He is very horrible. Oh, maybe he did take a split with his crew then. Okay. Yeah, because last I heard he wasn't going to take it. I was like, you better take that money, sir. Like, you earned it. I mean, they were looking for him hardcore. I mean, he had that gun and everything, that like AK or whatever that thing was he had. It was like a semi-automatic. Oh, is he 5'10"? I was kind of thinking that after I said 5'9", 5'8", and a 5'9". I was like, he looks a little taller than that because he was like kind of level with the other two guys. Hey, Mega Mama. Welcome on in. We went over 4 different cases. We discussed a lot. We discussed Kata Scott from Philadelphia homicide. Suspect charged, more persons may be involved. Anna Kepner from Florida. She was the teenager from Florida found dead on the cruise ship. FBI is investigating possible stepbrother involvement. We'll keep our eyes and ears on that. David and Celeste Rivas, potential suspect. That's what they're saying. Investigation still ongoing. And Austin Drummond here, Tennessee quadruple murder suspect, death penalty. And now he's going towards pretrial. So that should be fun. John Boy's third cousin, twice removed. But score. Yeah, he does. I'm only going to post his shackled feet. That's a good idea. You'll be there for the big stuff. Yeah, that's what I would wait for, like the bigger stuff. Yeah. But then, I don't know, don't miss out on something and him take a plea or something stupid too. You know what I mean? Like, because that happened with me and Chad Dowerman. Like, I was all set. Like, I was so ready to go for Chad Dowerman's trial. I had like the FOIA request put in. I mean, we watched the body cam video. We did all the documents for that case. And we were watching, you know, everything going on. And then all of a sudden he pled guilty one day, which I'm glad that he didn't put his stepdaughter and his wife or girlfriend through that. You know, I mean, that's something I'm glad, but I was still like, I was kind of like disappointed because I was like, man, I really wanted to go see that kind of like play out, because I just wanted to see how like the judicial system as a whole plays out right in front of me, you know, instead of watching it, like actually being there for it. And I wanted to go for like opening statements at least and like, you know, towards closing, but it's crazy. Yeah, so I was going to tell you that, Ashley. I think I'm going to go over that tomorrow, since we had these 3, or like there's like 4 cases that were smaller. I was like, let's just do those tonight and then start a new case tomorrow night. I said that in the beginning of the live. I was like, Ashley's not in here yet. Chad is pure evil. Yeah, Casey, he's the freaking devil. He hunted those babies down. Like, I was wanting to see him in person. You know what I mean? I was wanting to give him the eye. I really was. And I mean, his stepdaughter was a hero in that moment. And I hope that I hope they're doing okay. I hope they're doing okay. Those ladies, I hope that they're doing, you know, they're doing okay. 'Cause that's, man, it's been nonstop. It's been nonstop it's like, we got all these like great updates. I was like, okay, we're going to do an update video. Sometimes it just depends. Like, a lot of times it'll bring in we'll have fewer people in the chat. I don't know why they do that. Like, even if I have like Idaho as one of the people, like on my, like, you know, I don't know if it's not like a whole stream about one person. Some people don't like to come for them, but I love these streams when it's about multiple cases, because then it's just, I don't know, it's fun. Yeah, he wouldn't put the gun down. Remember, he said, don't hurt my dog. My dog won't hurt you. Don't hurt my dog. Just like Brian Koberger. Is my dog okay? These guys and their dogs. As soon as I heard, we read that in the statement Brian Koberger made. He says his parents okay, but then he said, is my dog okay? Which I'd probably ask about my dog too, but I'm just saying. Ask about your dog. A lot of nerve. And you have a wonderful night, John. Thank you for being here. 16 jury members? He's only doing 16. Well, that's 4 more, I guess. Because you want to have enough, you know, just in case someone has to leave. Stinson, you're awesome. I saw you said something up here, I thought. I love it over here alone. This should be paid only over here. Donations for Prime access to question answering. I'll donate. You're phenomenal. Thank you, Stinson. You're so sweet. And I love your name. It's so funny. Stinson didn't go live today. Speaking of which, I didn't have anybody to listen to. Is it Vince? I don't think that's the real Vincent, because he has me blocked. Vincent, fake Vincent, did you block me? I thought we had a connection, fake Vincent. Vincent's name is Vincent is here, though. That's his name. That's his name. But that's like his username. I think the other Vincent is just a fake Vincent. But they blocked me. I don't see a Vincent either. I'm like, where'd they go? Show your face, Vincent. What are you doing in here? Yeah, fake Vincent versus Nightbot. But there is a fake Vincent out there. I think his name is just Vincent or something on the thing. Which I say his name all the time. I shouldn't say his name. Because, you know, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, should I stop talking about Vincent? because I don't want anyone to like ever say anything bad about him or anything. You know what I mean? Like no one has anything to say, but you know how people people will make something up if they want to, you know, to get to you. So you ain't doing that to me. So I'll show up at your doorstep. And I ain't, not allegedly. And I'm like, not allegedly. Yeah, maybe he is another person with the name Vincent. That could be true. But I think he said something crazy the first time he came in. I thought Vincent was getting apprehended months ago. Yeah. ICE never did come get him, did they? I forgot about that. I forgot. Tom, you completely just brought that back to my memory. I completely forgot about that. Remember someone came in here and was like, ICE is coming to get Vincent. And I'm like, Vincent? It was like a troll. And I think I laughed that hard. I was like, I'll leave the door unlocked. I was like, please do. I was like, about time someone comes and gets him. That's what I kept saying. I was like, said it's about time. Where's my background? It was black all night because I didn't turn it back. There it is. I'm like, where is it even at? Oh, that's too good. I forgot about that. Someone called me mean on my second channel. Someone said you're mean. I thought I was pretty nice. Shoot, y'all haven't seen mean. Ask Vincent. He'll tell you. He'll tell you. He'll be like, she's mean. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't say that. She does good for the news. I like her style, Stinson. I like her style a lot. I throw my opinion. I mean, you know how she says I'm unsubscribing, like the way she says it. I was hearing that all day the other day. When I put out a video about my opinion. I was like, dang, don't have an opinion. Yeah, I think someone did ask if I was drinking the other night or if I was drunk. And I'm like, I don't even drink. Do I look drunk? Maybe. I mean, I could be. Vincent could be putting something in my drink, I guess, you know. I mean, you never know. I'll blame him. I'm just kidding. But no, I think someone did ask that. Yeah, we get trolls every once in a while. We don't get them as many as like most channels do, though. You know what I mean? Like, you've never had to hear me say, okay, mods, be on the lookout. Trolls are coming in, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And I like that. She stole Vincent's illegal tequila from Venezuela. Leave Vincent alone for now. I'll try. I don't know. What did Reba say? TikTok live, and Ryan Anderson, Gypsy Rose ex-husband, called me mean on a live. Reba. Oh, I love Rocket Man. That's my favorite song. There's actually another group that sings it, and they do Elton John justice. I cannot think of them. Steve Dozer is and something in the band or something like that. Steve Dozer band. I don't know. It's just a different type of the way that they do it. It's like a remix of it. It's really good. Ash to turn on sing again. Yeah, Vincent's just one of those. He don't like the camera. He's not a camera guy. I didn't do videos or wasn't a camera person until I was working at a boutique, and I always wore the clothes. And then Instagram, like Reels, started getting like super popular to do, or just Instagram videos. So our company wanted us to do videos and be more like, you know, cute and stuff, I guess. I don't know. So the manager at the straight sizing store, because I worked at the curvy store, I would buy my stuff at the straight sizing store, and then she would pull me in like every day. We do a video for me for like my Instagram. And I'm like, I guess so. You're not going to go do a video with me and my ladies, which my ladies were my mannequins. I called them my ladies. So I would go in and do them for her. Like, and I wouldn't have like a script. I would just tell her like, just roll the camera and I'll say something. And it was always something pretty clever. Like I come up with some pretty clever stuff. Like about if I was wearing like a graphic tee or something, I don't know. I was pretty good with it. So the company ended up asking me if I would do their training video for their store. For every store, this would be their training video that they use. And I was like, sure. And so I did that one afternoon, and they still, I think, use it to this day. As far as I know, I would use it. It's a good video. And that's when I realized I was pretty okay on camera. Like I wasn't afraid to be on camera talking to people. Now, if y'all were in person, if like there was a group of you in front of me, like there's only 52 people in here, but if there was 52 people standing in front of me right now, I would be like, hi, hello. Like I would be like that. Probably it'd be like more quiet. I used to be very extroverted, but the older I get, the more introverted I get. And I don't know if it's Vincent because he's so introverted, it pulls me in or what, but yeah. Mars is not no place to raise your kids. That's a good part of the song, John. He's evading authorities. That's exactly right. Yep. He is evading the authorities. I work a lot. Ashley works a lot too. 2K for all that. I actually had this girl come in my store and she was small, like a small girl, and she was a little rough. She was a little rough, around the edges a little bit. And she came in my store because she was pregnant and she wanted to take baby pictures, but she couldn't fit into the straight sizing clothes anymore. She was just pregnant. And I'm like, oh, honey, come on in. I got you. I was like, I got you, girl. And her boyfriend's looking at me like with such confidence, he's just like, come on, baby, it'll be fine. Like he's trying to like pep her up, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause she is not wanting to be in a curvy store. And I can understand that, like just like curvy women, they don't want to be in the straight sizing store. You know what I mean? They like their curvy store. They like their curvy stuff. Like leave us alone over here. Right. That's what I used to tell people all the time. I'm like, leave us alone over here. But she came in and I ended up like getting her in the fitting room. I do not know how I did this. It was like the Lord was working with me that day. And I got like 3 dresses in there and she tried one of them on and she liked it. She walked out and she actually smiled and she actually started talking to me. And then her boyfriend was like literally his mouth was like open. He was like, she doesn't usually like people. I'm like, yeah, I got that vibe. She was one of those people, she wasn't a people person to begin with. It was one of like, I made her into one though. Made her into one. We got her a dress and everything. And it was even blue because she was having a boy. She knew what she was having. So she wanted to wear like a blue dress, but it was cute. Maybe it's because those damn cameras were on us in the store too. We had like 11 cameras on us in the store. Stop looking at me work, weirdos. Well, I'm going to jump off here. I've got a busy day tomorrow. I was supposed to have 2 appointments tomorrow, but I won't make it to 2 because I got to go to Columbus. And then the other one was called Courthouse. And it's just way a different direction, I think anyway. But I don't think I would have made it. So I'm going to go to physical therapy tomorrow. I haven't been in 2 weeks. So I'm going to show up because I was like, 1 week I missed it on accident. So I really did. I thought it was a different day. And then last week I called in and I was like, I can't come because I was sick. I didn't feel good. So I didn't go last week. So my physical therapist probably thinks that I'm not coming back because I told him that's what I do. So I'm going to surprise him tomorrow. And I got a new outfit to wear. New like little 2-piece outfit. I love curvy women. I do. I'm not that curvy at all, and I never was. And when I worked at the curvy store, I was 110 pounds. I was so small, but I don't know. I could dress a curvy woman. I know how to do that. My ladies helped me actually. They would tell me when things didn't look right. And they would come in and tell me like, we don't like scoop necks because it makes like our boobs look weird. Like they were just like, they just knew how to like, I don't know. They just taught me. They just taught me very well. They taught me very well. But thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Please hit the like on your way out if you guys don't mind. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. I don't know if I'll do a day live or not since I have that appointment, but I may, you never know. I may come on and say hello. So make sure you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed to my second channel, it is called Unfiltered with Tanya, Tanya. It's right there. Unfiltered with Tanya. If you want to go check it out, we do have some videos up there and some shorts and all that stuff. So I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening and have a wonderful night. Be safe. Bye, guys.
Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got 1 too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the 4-leaf clovers in my